I'm Lula Falasinos.
I'm Teresa Pirtle.
And we live in Norfolk County. When the idea came that we could actually build our own house, we were just like, oh my gosh, now it's a clean slate, which can be intimidating because the options are endless.
The one thing that we struggled to stay at was the size. We wanted it to be small. And you know what? You're always tempted to go bigger, more.
Am I a perfectionist? Sure, probably in my younger years, there's no such thing, but I strive for excellence. We did look at 3 different builders before making the decision to go with Joe's Carpentry. And ultimately, it was because we had people close to us with firsthand experience working with them. Proof in the pudding.
Yeah. And they were very happy too. So
we had a really clear vision of what size of home we wanted, the feel of the home that we wanted, even a general floor plan. That floor plan was really a rectangle. It was a box. We were able to work really closely with John Van Lagen, and he took our box and really made it into a really aesthetically beautiful exterior and brought our vision to life. There was discussion always about, well, are you sure you want to do it this way? But never about the vision. There was never any question about what we wanted. They wanted to ensure that they were giving us what we were looking for. Instead of trying to only think about, well, how could we make this bigger and better? And they reminded us all the time, well, this is what you were looking for. Yes, absolutely. It was what we were looking for. And they kept us on track. We come from a big city, Burlington, and sales 101, we're gonna try and upsell you. Oh. And if you can see me coming from a mile away, you could convince me, no, you need this material instead. Joe's Carpentry was never once like that. Never once like that.
Going back to the surprise things, what surprised you?
That
was one thing.
That was one of our surprises.
Because in Burlington, we did a ton of rentals. And every reno ended up being double.
Yes.
Because, what about this? Well, maybe you should just do that.
Maybe you should just do this.
And there was none of that. It was just, this is what you want. This is the house you're building. If you think of something that you got to have, then you just tell us. We'll accommodate you. But we're not going out to pitch you to put in extra things.
As far as budget is concerned, again, we're not unfamiliar with the process. So we knew whatever our budget was, we had added X amount. And in fact, we stayed within budget, which was also really fantastic.
Yep.
Really fantastic. We had 2 main people we were working with, Neil Simpson and John Van Lagen. Neil was my savior through this whole thing. He was absolutely fantastic. They were with us every step of the way. Never once did we feel, where are they?
I'm out here, there's nobody here.
They're at another site. Yeah. Never once. It truly felt like we were the only clients. I was thoroughly impressed with their communication, not only verbally by phone, but we had an app that had absolutely every aspect of our build, all of the specs, the budget, when there was change orders, everything was there, like at a glance. If you weren't sure, you could find it. You could communicate with all the vendors right in that app. And I was really impressed from a technology perspective how advanced they were. Actually exceeded timelines. And when have you ever heard that where home building is concerned? We moved into our house, I don't know if it was 2 weeks or 3 weeks ahead of schedule.
I thought it was a month, but
maybe it was a month. But it was.
Anybody I ever say that to, that no, actually we got it early. They said, I have never heard that.
I said, okay, now we're done. And you're giving us all this information. I said, but we're not going to be able to retain it all. And John said, if you ever need anything regarding this house, you first call us. The windows, the big windows.
The big windows are great.
To let all the light in. Everyone says the kitchen, this main area, it's fantastic. This is the hub, right? Of course. But we really love our back porch too.
The house itself, this room is great to be in, right?
Yeah, and I don't know if I fully said the sentence, but 3 years later, we still go, this is our house. How lucky are we?
Yeah.
How lucky are we?
No, we love it.
Dream realized. Ahead of schedule.
Yeah.
Within budget. Really great people to work with.
They were very respectful to us as the clients, The
big little company. They just thoroughly impressed me as to how well they ran their organization. From communication to invoicing to wrap up to even now, 3 years later, that they still know who we are.
Yeah, that's right.